Hey, it's Kevin. Thank you so much for coming by for another No BS social media chat. We're not talking excuses today. In fact, we're saying no excuse. I'm amazed. Social media has now been around almost 15 years, going back to the Friendster and MySpace days. And a lot of people have been on Facebook now for over a decade. And I still run into people every day, and I don't care how old you are, that say, well, I'm not on social media. I really don't have any use for it. I really don't see how it's going to benefit me. Now, you know what? It's one thing, like, my brother-in-law, who's a school principal. I think he's a middle school principal, or maybe a grade school. He's a middle school principal. He's not on Facebook. He just chooses not to be on Facebook, doesn't want to get involved in it, but he's on Instagram, he's on Twitter, so he does social media, he does YouTube. He's just chosen to stay off of Facebook, and that's okay. Drives me crazy because we have to make sure to follow him everywhere else, and everybody else is on Facebook, and that's understandable. That's his prerogative. But he's not avoided social media completely. I run into people to this day who still say, you know what, I just have no use for social media. It's a fad. It's not going to maintain. I'm like, well, you know what, it may be a fad. I don't know what constitutes a fad. The Pet Rock, the Rubik's Cube, okay, were they fads? I know the Pet Rock during its heyday in the 70s was a fad. The Rubik's Cube, okay, that was a fad. Cabbage Patch Kids, well, you still can buy them, but they were a fad. They were a big, huge thing for such a brief time. Social media has been a big, huge thing now for over a decade. I mean, there have been bands that were banking on MySpace 10 years ago, 15 years ago. There are people who base their entire business success strategy on how many Facebook followers they have. Right or wrong, mind you. But, I don't think Facebook is going anywhere. Facebook changed the face of elections. They changed the face of politics. Social media has changed the world, the way we connect with music. Now people use YouTube rather than wait for it to come on the radio. And that's not good or that's not bad. That's just the reality. So, yes, sites may come and go, but I don't think connecting with people through social media, through social networking is going to change. Sites will change. The activity won't. We're now slaves to that smartphone of ours. It's not going away. It may get bigger, it may get smaller, it may get thinner, but it's going to be there. There were those of us who were using Palm Pilots back in the day, and while it wasn't quite a smartphone, man, it was the start of something. So don't think for a minute it's going away. Don't use the excuse of, well, I really don't have any time for it, I really don't have any interest in it, I don't like the people on there. You know what, I understand that. When it comes to your personal life, that's one thing. But if you're using social media, or if you're not using social media, to benefit your business, your professional life, whatever it is, you're making a mistake. I don't care if you work in an office, if you work in a factory, you should at least be on LinkedIn. You should at least be on Facebook. It's one thing, if you don't have any use for Twitter, that's cool. You're not into pictures, you don't want to do Instagram, that's fine. YouTube, too much of a hassle, just posting videos. No, you know what? I get it. But don't stay disconnected from all of social media. And especially, and like I said, in the majority of people I talk with, media people, small businesses, charities, recording artists, if you're not growing your activity, if you're not getting more and more engaged on social media all the time, you're not only falling behind, but you may be causing yourself irreparable harm because you're going to be so far behind the curve, you're not going to ever be able to catch up. It amazes me when you have big, huge, famous stars that just shut their profiles down. Taylor Swift shut off her Twitter and shut it down, shut off her Instagram. Now, you know what? When you're a star, it's probably calculated. You can do that. You're not going to lose. Okay, if you lose 1 million fans, you still got 15 million sitting there. But I've seen artists who say, I got 3,000 fans, I'll just give them up. You know how hard it's going to be to get those people back? Time and time again, I run into recording artists going, oh, I need to do this, and I need to get rid of this page, I need to start new, but can we merge them? And when you can't merge those pages together, they're like, but I'm going to lose all those people. Look at all those people you lost when you were on MySpace. All those friends you had on MySpace, they didn't transfer over to Facebook. They didn't go to YouTube. They didn't hit Twitter. You lost them. They're gone. Now, we've talked about ways to be able to connect with them through email marketing, through your website, make sure you have a website and things like that, and that's important. But there are still people holding out, still people hanging on to the fact that social media is a fad. And again, I don't know what is a fad, what isn't a fad, but I wouldn't stay disconnected. It's a major mistake if you do. Back next week, another No BS social media chat. I don't do these things for my health. I do them to help you. NoBSSocial.com, our website where you can find all the videos. You can catch up on all of them. Just scroll through the topics, scroll through the episodes, and see if there's something that interests you and watch. It's only 5 minutes worth of your time. We also throw them up on Facebook, throw them up on YouTube as well. They're not going away. That's why we put them there. Again, I don't care where you watch, just as long as you come on back again next week and watch, please. You want to reach out to me, email address, phone number, those are coming up. They're coming up right here at the end of the video. Give me a shout. I don't care if it's by text, I don't care if it's by phone, I don't care if it's by email. Whatever it is, would love to connect with you. We can talk more about it. Talk about anything. Thanks. Have a great week.